Okay, let's go.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. There's no intro here. We're going straight. We're jumping right into the Data Chronicles podcast. I guess this is the live version, right? That we're doing this.
We're recording live.
We are recording live from the Dad Hack Chronicles studio.
That's
How's
right.
that?
There you go. In the mayor's office.
In the mayor's office. There it is. This is the Dad Hack Chronicles podcast. Again, my name is Ed Rivera, also known as the Dad Hack. And with me, I got my good friend and co-host of the podcast, Mr. Mayor himself, Mr. Donnie Weiss. How are you today, my friend?
I'm doing fine for a Sunday night.
You know what? You're right. We're doing good.
Yeah.
Today's a good day to be indoors. How's that?
Yeah, I know I talked to you earlier today and you were outdoors huffing and puffing with a big old pack on your back,
Bro.
getting your steps in. I was like, better you than me.
You know what? I did it though. It hurt my knees, I'll tell you that. But here's the thing. Okay, so here's a little bit of rundown of my week so far. So the weekend, yesterday I played our game for our sandlot, right? If you guys don't know, I'm a professional sandlot baseball player. That's their joke in there, just you'll get it. And so I was playing. I played first base, and so here's the thing. What happened, right? There was like my team is usually we have about 20 some guys on the team, right? You want to have a little bit about between 20 and 25 on a sandlot baseball team because you're not always going to be able to get them to come to your to the podcast, right? I mean to the game.
Yeah.
And so wait, y'all do a show on Sunday night too? My YouTube notification went off. That's right. What's up, Zach? How are you today, my friend? Yes, we do it. This is the podcast version, and then we're tonight. Just get ready. We're about to take into a little trip here for the Brockmire season 2, episode 1. We watched it. We're going to talk about it. PSA: if you have kids around, I'm just letting you know there's going to be some interesting talk there.
Yes,
and so there it is. All right, so. Again, like I said, there's like between 20, 25 guys, and only 12 of us showed up. All right.
Wow.
So 12 of us showed up, which is fine. Listen, vacations, middle of the summer, it's fine, perfectly fine. So in the afternoon, I had to go to my my sister's for my niece's 13th birthday, right? She was now a teenager or everything, right? So I told my co-captains, I'm like, guys, I got a hard stop. I gotta stop at 12:30 at the latest 1 o'clock because I gotta get out. And they're like, all right, that's cool. No big deal, right? Because if I go and maybe we can afford to lose one more, we still got about 10 players that we can finish the game, right? And by the time around 12:30, 1 o'clock came around, it was like the 6th, 7th inning. All right, so I go to bat, right? And this is my third at bat. I got a single, and we tied the game. By the time I come back, we're down to 9 players. Okay. So I'm like, shit, I can't leave now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I had to stay the whole game. I played first, like 8 out of the 9 innings, because I was trying to get everybody, like, because we had 12, trying to rotate the field so that everybody can have a little bit of a break. Well, I told the guys around in the 7th inning, I'm like, guys, sorry to tell you, you see that position that you're at right now? And they're like, yes, like that's the position for you for the next game, for the next 3 innings. That's it. You ain't moving. And so we did, you know what I mean? We had to, you know what I mean? We had to, that's what we didn't have a choice. So, but we did, it ended up being a good thing because we won. So that was a good thing.
Good. Hey, win's always a good one.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yep.
So how was your weekend so far?
It's been okay. I'm dealing with a little bit of a back issue and, got a physical therapist to look at it yesterday, and something's going on in my lower lumbar. He gave me one little adjustment that seemed to help. Nothing says you're old. I play first.
Bro, 1,000%.
Well, I'm even older because I'm not even trying to play. That's how old I am. I don't think I could play first base.
Hey, your boy played good though. Okay.
Yeah.
Your boy played. All right, I'm just letting you know we won the game, and your boy played good. So I'm just saying.
Yep. So I'm just dealing with this this back issue, and I'm gonna probably have to go see the orthopedist in the morning and just kind of get a little bit more, maybe an X-ray and maybe a little bit of a shot and an adjustment and see what's going on here because it's just like it started hurting last Sunday and it hasn't stopped. It's just throbbing in my left thigh. It doesn't go below the knee. I thought it was just maybe like a pulled muscle or sciatic or something. Went to the so Thursday night we went to ball game and Fireflies game, and it was rained out. And because Rhonda said, I'm going to take you to urgent care if this game gets rained out. I said, well, let's go on down there and see if they're playing because nothing was posted. We get down there, they called the game. And so she's like, we're going to urgent care. So I go there. They didn't really do much other than assume maybe it's a pulled muscle or something. Gave me a muscle relaxer, gave me a shot. And then, like I said, by Saturday, it still wasn't any better. So Rhonda reached out to her physical therapist that's helped her with her bad knee. And he gave me a little bit of an adjustment and kind of figured out a little bit more accurately what's going on. So anyway, just old people stuff right now. So
that's what happens, bro.
So hopefully tomorrow I go see an orthopedist and the walk-in clinic and get them to take a look at me and see if I can at least get some relief here going forward.
Okay. Well, hopefully it turns out better, man. Turns out good. Nothing major or anything like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I did 3.25 miles today. I put a 25-pound vest on in the middle of the day here in the Carolinas, and it was hot as shit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And the US was like, "Why are you doing it in the middle of the day?" I was like, "Well, it was done by design." I'm like, but like, I was suffering, bro.
I was say you're gonna sweat more in the middle of the day for sure around the Carolinas.
I was sweating for sure. So like the humidity was no joke either. So like you know how that went. So. All right, guys, for those of you that are new to the show, thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. We are here every Sunday night from 9 until we're done discussing the current episode or season or movie that we're going to be watching. So this podcast has really transitioned into more of like discussing episodes of sports shows that we watched along the way. There's a lot of sports movies that we will go get into. We just recently got done reviewing the Sandlot, 1993 Sandlot, the original one. If you haven't listened to it, make sure wherever you get your podcast, listen to it. It's really good. And if you have any suggestions for us to watch next, let us know. Right now we are in season 2, episode 1 of Brockmire. So we're going to be talking about the first episode of season 2 tonight, which was a bit of a doozy,
to say the least.
That one was like, I've watched it before, right? But then like I forgot like how funny and like it took you right back into the Brockmire world because we took a couple of weeks off and then we did this episode for the Sandlot and now we're back in full blown. And dude, I'm telling you, I was like, yep, there it is. Like the whole monologue that he was doing at the beginning of the season was absolutely amazing. So I'm going to do a quick rundown for you guys. If you don't mind, bear with me here. I just wanted to go over a couple of things. So after the events of season 1, Brockmire is now calling minor league baseball in New Orleans for the New Orleans Craw Daddies.
Yeah.
All right. That's the team of the name, the name of the team, right?
Yep.
The Craw Daddies. All right. Trying to rebuild his career. His big opportunity arrives when he gets a chance to compete for a major league broadcasting job, right? That's what he wanted. His goal is to move back into the majors in Atlanta for the Brave organization. The catch is that Brockmire has now have a competition. He thought that he had the surefire, hey, I got this in the bag, right? Because he found out that he was the current person was going to be retiring and all this other stuff, and then ended up being that's not the case, right? So like there is a competition with his counterpart that does the road games, Raj. Okay. Younger, likable, polished announcer who represents pretty much everything Brockmire is not. Okay.
Exactly.
So whatever you think of Brockmire, think of the total opposite, and that's what Raj is. Okay. So while Brockmire tries to prove he's still the guy for the job, his own behavior continues to get in the way. And meanwhile, our good friend, the co-star of this whole show, Charles, is trying to keep the podcast operation going, which is funny, right? We're doing a podcast, and then the whole podcast was introduced. He was number 3 in America, which is hilarious. This brought Brockmire's antics, and a familiar face from Morristown shows up. It reminds Jim what he's left behind. So I think that's a pretty quick rundown of the episode. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And one of the things I love, one of the lines that I thought was funny, because we are reviewing this on our podcast, is the podcast is nice, but it's not the major leagues. That line, I was like, that's a funny line, because that's kind of us. Like, we want our podcast to be the major leagues. He's trying to get the major leagues.
I'm trying to get to the major leagues of podcasting.
Exactly.
And this is like,
he's trying to get the major leagues. We're just trying to get to number 3 in the nation, like his podcast is.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, why are you dissing the Brockmire, the podcasting world like that? I mean, we're all in it.
Oh no, I just thought it was funny. The podcast is nice, but it's not the major leagues.
That one was too funny.
Because Charles was like, well, you need to choose the podcast over baseball, because you could do a lot more, make a lot more money on the podcast. He's like, nope, it's not major leagues.
No. Don't do that now, right? Exactly. So it was interesting. It was definitely interesting for sure. So all right. So overall, your thoughts of this episode, man. Like, what was your thoughts overall with this specific episode, season 2, episode 1?
Well, it's funny because it starts off, with him and Charles in the apartment, which we know at the end of season 1, they're like headed to New Orleans. Charles is like, what's the apartment situation going to be like? Blah, blah, blah. And then you see that it's this really nice apartment. But of course, Brockmire's doing Brockmire, and he wakes up with a woman, and he's basically doing a monologue about the state of the world, and how the world, gave up on ass and went to titties for a long time, and now it's coming back the other way around. And so yeah, he's just pontificating about that, and you don't even realize at first that Charles is even in there until he gets up, and all of a sudden Charles is over there at the bar, like getting his morning ready and preparing for the young lady to wake up and how to deal with her. So
which was interesting,
was
right?
very interesting, because they have a basket system. That's the gift basket
system,
which is a total troll job of Derek Jeter.
Oh God, yeah.
Because back in this, at this time, that was when this aired, that was a big thing, that everybody poked fun at Derek Jeter for giving the people he dated gift baskets
at the end of their escapade, right?
Right. Like, the relationship was over, a parting gift for you.
Here it is.
And what's funny is the Jeter is the basket he's going to give her, and she's like, I already got that one. And he's like, well, I can offer you 2 piazzas.
Well, here's the thing. Like, at first, because Brockmire is like talking about the piazzas, like, no one wants the piazzas, right?
He's like, we got to do something better. These piazzas aren't moving well.
Right. And obviously, Charles, he's that one kid that he's a confused little kid out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which is funny as hell, right? And so, like, the whole monologue, the whole, like, and then he goes, the part that had me just dying was I'm gonna go hide in the pantry. You know what I mean? Right. I'm gonna go hide in the pantry. The pantry comes out to me, which is the closet, where it just so happened that the piazza gift bags were in there.
Right.
And when Charles is offering the piazzas to the lady, Charles goes like, which they are in the pantry. And you hear
a little rumbling. Well, and the thing is, I skipped over too, is the fact that when she didn't want the Jeter, she wanted the basket that was up on the shelf.
Was that Clemente?
I think so.
That's what
I think it was. I don't think it's a good point. I don't think I noticed a name actually written on it. If it did, I saw the picture, and I assume that's probably what it was.
Oh God, what was it? Who they were talking about in the season 1 for the Pirates, the player? Because it was meant for somebody else, and she was, Jules.
Obviously, that's for Jules.
It was for Jules.
Yeah. So that's all.
That's a bad job out of us not knowing this.
Yeah, because it's like I didn't think about that, but I mean, I knew it was for Jules. I just didn't actually figure out who the player is that it's named after. To be honest with you, was it Dave Parker that she liked or something?
I think might be
Dave Parker.
I'm gonna find out. Don't you
Okay,
worry.
we'll have to find that out. But anyway, so that's when they roll over to the piazzas. We'll give you 2 piazzas, and she's like, "A squatty potty?"
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Like, okay, whatever. And
Yeah,
she goes on her way. She's like, "Okay, whatever. See you next time."
and you see her right, like trying to like just was having a hard time just walking with the two of them.
Right. It's 2 big old huge baskets, like something from Easter with the cellophane wrapped around them with all this stuff in it.
Yes, exactly. So, so that's what like really set it up, right? Like
Yeah.
this whole setup and everything for that that episode of Brockmire,
And
which
that
was
shows you the dynamic that they're still under, which is Charles is still kind of like the caretaker for Brockmire and kind of keeps him
oh
uh
god, yeah.
like his assistant basically. He tries not to enable him, but he tries to
What's
help
up, Lynn?
smooth things over and keep things moving a little bit and hopefully keep him out of trouble.
Which, as we know,
Which later he when he's in the booth, he ends up coming up there and he's like, "Man, that was way worse than I thought it was going to be." But we'll get to that.
so here's the thing that we haven't talked about, and I do apologize again. PSA right here, okay? Just letting you know there's going to be some answer. Like his whole dialogue, right? Like you said, it's like, when did America go from being, titties to ass?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
just
they gave up on ass for titties, and the
yeah,
titties kept getting bigger.
yeah.
And it's like now the swing is back around to ass
And
again.
he just like the way, like when they shot like the shot from above, right, and seeing him as and the woman just like lay down, front down, and he's just doing that. That is as Brockmire as it gets right there.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Like, and just Charles just going over. It's like, you cannot be giving away so many iPads, right?
Right.
Like, that's the thing you're worried about right now, bro.
Exactly.
So we had that whole thing, right? Like, I mean, this whole thing, and that's when Charles put the, you know, just like the whole conversation was like the piazzas just don't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so like it was just like, let's just try to get rid of them. Let's just give it 2 for 1 just to get rid of them.
Exactly. Let's get rid of these and move on to something else.
Oh God. And so the next shot goes into him at the ballpark. Right.
Yep.
So there's the discussion right there. There's a little piece right there, which is interesting, right? It's like he's not allowed to do hard liquor while he's calling the games.
One of the rules for taking the job was that he couldn't drink between the certain hours or while the game was going on.
But he was drinking because he was drinking beer.
Right.
But apparently that doesn't count.
No, just the hard liquor.
The hard liquor is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We will get to the drugs here in a minute.
Right.
Because like I think my favorite part of this whole episode was the part that was coming.
Yeah.
Which was the live session.
The live show. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, like, okay, so obviously the Crawdads, they lost and everything. The Craw Daddies, I apologize. The Craw Daddies. Which Jumbo Shrimp, Craw Daddies,
Yeah.
the Crawdads, like all of this, like crustacean animals is hilarious to me. And so is this where the part where they're like, where Charles is like letting know, oh no, that's after. Like he just announces, like, hey, just so you know, we're number 3 in the US.
Yeah.
And podcast.
Yeah.
Like you tell me right now on this podcast, Dad Hat Chronicles podcast, if you were to tell me, hey man, did you know that we made the top 100?
Right.
Dude, I will find a way to do backflips.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
I'm doing backflips on this.
I couldn't imagine being number 3.
Right? Being number 3.
Yeah.
Was amazing. Right. So this goes into what we're about to talk about here in a second. So now obviously Charles is the one that convinced Brockmire to do the podcast. And here's the best part about all this. The setup was amazing. Right?
Yeah.
Because you had a round stage.
Yep.
one just stool, obviously a bottle of alcohol and glass. And he's just talking stories, baseball stories live. How amazing was that?
It is fantastic. And the fact that he's like, okay, y'all give me a place to tell a story, and somebody yells out Wyoming, and he's like, you said Wyoming, I heard Wichita.
Yeah.
Wichita.
Exactly.
The way he says Wichita is like made me think of Eric so much. And I was like, okay, this is gonna get good. He's like, the most famous person I ever met from Wichita. And in my brain, I said Eric Prophet. And he verbalized Kirstie Alley.
So, Kirstie Alley. By the way, the name of the podcast was also great. Brock Bottom.
Absolutely. That's a great one. Brock Bottom.
So if you were to tell me, like, hey, Donnie, I think our podcast is taking off. We're about to do some live shows on talking some sports and stuff like that, and doing episodes of movies. We're going to do something live. We're going to go on the road and do that. Dude, I would be like, man, let's go.
Absolutely.
Right.
Exactly. Just go and sit in a little auditorium and talk like this with people and answer questions and stuff live. That would be fantastic.
Let's just say, hey guys, we're going to be on this in this city, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about this movie. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you you bring your questions, because we're going to talk about it on the stage.
Yep.
Dude, I would be over the moon doing that.
Absolutely.
Right?
That'd be awesome.
Oh God, yeah, that would be super awesome. So, anyways, so he's doing the story, right? He's talking about Kirstie Alley and talking about, like, I'm sure, like, takes a tear of her, and he goes to her and asks her what's wrong, and all she says is Wichita. And then for some reason, obviously we don't know what the full story was. Everybody loses their shit.
Right. And he just falls down, and it's like he's exhausted from the end of the story.
Right.
And everybody
he's not exhausted. He is drunk as shit.
Yes, he's just about to pass out drunk.
Like, he is absolutely just hammered, drunk. So, which was amazing, right? So, now then they're doing the meet and greet, right? Like, at the end of the episode, this girl gives him a big bottle of booze and everything, and she's like, I'm giving you this, like, my dad was like you, but he was drunk, and like he didn't have cool stories. He would make us fight for the last uncooked hot dog,
right?
He goes, we're just going to go ahead and let that die here.
Exactly. Let's get a photo. Look right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's move along.
Yeah, that's depressing.
Yep.
And then the next guy shows him a baggie of mushrooms. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's like, oh, it's all heads.
Yeah.
He's all excited.
He got all excited.
He's like, this means I'm going to be stealing a boat by the end of tonight. Like, he already knows his routine.
He knows exactly what's going to happen.
Like, I know where this is going. Oh man, that's funny. And then Charles comes in and kind of interrupts everything.
Yeah. So that's when Charles gives him the news.
The news that the major league broadcaster is announcing that he is in fact retiring at the end of the season.
And of course, as Charles being Charles, just take this with a grain of salt. First of all, if I was Charles, I'm not telling him anything.
Right.
I'm keeping this to myself. I don't know about you, but I would have not said anything to him at all.
Exactly. I'd have waited till like the next morning or something to say something to him for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, dude.
Yep.
Because that's what's going to happen, right? So all he heard was that he was next.
Yep.
Right? Hey, PR's coming down here, in the morning. So can't go out, can't party like that. He's like, oh, never mind. So he looks at us like, we're fine, we're good, no problem, no big issues. Like, we're gonna get this, we got this, blah 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 blah. And then he goes, "Who got cocaine? Raise your hands."
And there's like 30 people that all just like raise him up, show him what he's got.
Yeah,
he's like,
"Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. You guys got what? Like an eighth? What's it?
Was it an 8? He's like, you've only got an 8 ball. I gotta be up in the morning or something like that. I gotta work tomorrow." He's like, I can't party too hard.
Yeah,
that's as hard as I could go right there.
Again, between from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, he can't have any hard liquor or any drugs or anything like that while he's calling the games.
Yep.
Which was wild to me.
Right.
And so it's plus the Brockmire thing. It really is. It's just that's full Brockmire right there.
Absolutely.
And so it goes into like, like the podcast. He's drinking heavily. He's still doing drugs and everything, sleeping with women, handing them gift bags. So like Brockmire hasn't really changed,
Mm-mm.
right? He's just gone from one town, Morristown, to now New Orleans, a much bigger city, a lot of opportunities for him to get a lot other stuff while
Yep.
he's there. That's pretty much what so far to me the beginning of the season has been.
Yeah, he went from single A or low A to triple A.
Hell, he didn't even go from single A. He just went from indie ball.
Well, indie ball, yeah. Indie ball to triple A.
Right. And so that's like the way I look at it. The only thing that has been able to for him to be a success, and again, as podcasters, I would have been like, man, this is the pinnacle of mine right there. Like I'm doing like live shows and everything. Brock Bottom, he has his own banner on the in the plays and everything where they're doing all the shows and all that stuff. And then he's like, let's go party.
Yep. Exactly.
So we jump into the next day, obviously. So he's the next day is where he's going to meet with the PR person. We don't know who this person is just yet.
Right.
Right. But then you see a new character being introduced here, right? Where we are about, almost halfway, about quarter of the way over on the first episode of season 1. And this is where we see the first character being introduced that's in this season, which is Raj.
Yep.
Will he ever get his shit together? You know what, Lynn? That's a good question. And so he meets Raj, right? Raj is the other kid who does the road games. We find out that that Brockmire does not do road games.
Yep, it's in his rider. No, Brockmire does not ride the bus! ! Make sure you spell out ! So that they know that that's how much I don't like riding the bus.
Interesting stuff.
It's just funny. Those little tidbits are so well done.
100%.
Like that line could have been any other line, but it's that line, and it just continues to add to the character.
Right. So this kid is Raj, right? So he's like we were just talking about. He's the total opposite of what Brockmire is. Yeah. This kid is clean cut. You know what I mean?
Tailored suit, nice. Yep, everything's sharp.
Everything. Super nice kid. He likes everybody. Does not have a hate in his bone, whatever. As of right now, that we know of, right?
Right.
That we know of, right? But I mean, as people that you see that you see any other show, someone starts nice, someone ends up usually being the total opposite. Let's be honest. Right. And so, okay, so like, hey, let's take a picture to celebrate, to commemorate this, blah, 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 this ascension. And then he starts doing a selfie, and then he is, the little Mr. Castration himself, the little Craw Daddy.
Yeah, just kind of sneaks in behind him, and it's like, whoa, what are you doing here?
Right. And Brockmire immediately wants to fight this dude.
Yep. And the guy's doing the flippers around, flipping him off, and he's like, "What is that?" He's like, "I think he's flipping you off."
I think he's flipping you off, which is hilarious, right?
Absolutely. He's basically fighting with a mascot.
So here's my opinion, and this is what I'm thinking. Okay, Raj is a little piece of okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is my guess. I'm just guessing, but I'm watching episode 1 right now, season 2. It's been a very long time. I don't remember half the stuff that I've seen.
I don't remember where this goes either.
Exactly. So my opinion is, you bring the first thing that I noticed was like, you bring the castration. Obviously, Mr. Craw Daddy himself. Obviously, you know that Brockmire and him don't get along, right? Yeah. Obviously, there's some bad blood. So if you bring him, it's because you want to start something. You want to get him all rattled.
Yeah. Exactly.
Before this meeting. And that's why he was there. That's why he was invited into this meeting.
Yep.
So he got previous notice that he was invited. So that's my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think he probably was like, okay, maybe I can get him to explode right here off the bat. And then, maybe this will go my way right off. Because he has no idea what they're going to suggest or make it into a competition or anything. He's just like, okay, well, I've been doing the road games. If I make him look bad, I'll just get all the games and move him out of the way.
Exactly. I become the number one.
Yeah.
What's
So,
up, Mark? How you
hey,
doing,
Mark,
bud?
good to see you. We're talking Brockmire, season 2, episode 1 tonight.
That's right. Okay, so this sets up now. They meet the the PR person, right?
Yep.
This lady, little young blonde lady in a suit, dressed up like serious as all get out. And from the get go, you know she does not like Brockmire.
Right.
It is obvious that she does not like this man,
Yep.
right? She's like, I was pro like before this. I was doing analytics and all that. I believe in analytics, so I'm going to show you guys some graphs. I'm going to show you some data, right?
I
And
automatically didn't like her because I hated math, and
yeah,
her first thing is math don't lie, and I'm like, well, it kind of
well,
does, because
yeah,
you sort of just created these formulas out of nowhere one day and said
yeah,
they work. So
exactly. So we're not going to believe. I'm not going to believe you here, okay, lady. I don't mind math. I'm okay with math. I'm decent. I don't really. I've never hated or disliked math.
right,
I was more of a history person in high school.
same here.
So I knew you would. I knew you were.
Absolutely, I love history and geography. I
It-
hated math.
yeah. So so she goes and shows him a Venn diagram. By the way, he did not know what it was.
Right.
Right. And then she brings up the likability factor. Right. The current Atlanta Braves play-by-play person. He had a 97, I think it was.
94, 95, something like that. It's in the mid 90s.
Yeah. So it was pretty high.
Yeah.
Okay. And so then they 92.
92. Okay. 92.
I'm literally
Okay.
is playing as you know what I'm saying. And so his score was a 67 and Rogers was an 84.
Yep.
Right. So because of the likability factor, she took it upon himself to say, now this no longer is a one-man race, is a two-person race. May the best person wins.
Yeah.
Which at first are like, oh, they're like each other, Raj and Brockmire, and he's being nice to the kid. And then as soon as they find out he's a piece of shit,
Yeah. What does he know? He's too young. He doesn't know anything.
you don't know.
He don't know anything.
Which we come to find out, right?
Right.
They're in the dugout, right? They're having fans day and everything, and they're talking about it. And Raj is like, dude, I never wanted to be a play-by-play, announcer, like, a commentator. Like, I wanted to be in the G League. I wanted to, call the games in the G League. But you know how hard it is to get into the G League? Like, what?
Yeah. He's like, I don't even like baseball.
Right.
He's like, I want to do basketball, but
yeah. And he goes like, you know how many people of color, are play-by-plays? And she's like, that's not a rhetorical question. Like, I really don't know.
right.
I'm like, what? Like, where'd this come from?
Exactly.
So Breck was like, well, dude, obviously, this is what I want to do. Why don't you just bow out?
Right.
And he goes like, oh, no, I think this is a great thing. I think this is may the best men win.
Yep.
I'm like, Raj, you got something going on, brother.
Yep. Yep. He is up to something for sure.
I gotta say, the suit is a nice suit, right? For Raj and everything. Brockmire still has the same jacket.
Yep.
Has not changed it. And so like that was like very interesting.
Well, and then the crustacean Craw Daddy comes back out there wearing a Brockmire type jacket with a liquor bottle or flask or whatever, and starts, like mocking him and dancing around behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, okay, we're going to show you how to deal with this right away. And he grabs a bat and whacks his leg out from under him. I thought that was the best thing, that he just was like, you know what? I'm just going to take this guy out.
Yeah. He was like, oh, that's supposed to be me. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's supposed to be me. Grabs like bat and just like, whap. And then you see the crustacean just like
go up and boom, hit the ground.
Right. Which obviously, I don't know what was the cause of this hate relationship between the two of them, but I'm loving it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There had to be something that he doesn't like. There was something in season 1 he didn't like, which was the guy from the bank. Did not like him, right?
Yep.
So he always has some like arch enemy.
Yep.
Right now there's two of them.
Yeah.
Raj and Mr. Craw Daddy himself. I'm calling Mr. Craw Daddy because I never really said the name of the mascot.
No, I don't think they did. I think it was just Craw Daddy.
Exactly. So I'm like, all right, so call him Mr. Craw Daddy for now. So that's what I'm doing, guys. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Anyways, so so he sees Raj also doing like hanging out with people. There's a lot of people around him.
Very
He's
personable with the kids
very
and stuff.
personable. Doing the like the talking, speaking in Creole language and everything. And so he's already hating this guy, like 100% hates him, which I find interesting because then he's sitting in the ice bath,
right,
in the players' locker room, which honestly I never thought that a play-by-play player was actually would they be able to do that. But like they're taking some serious. Yeah, I was just gonna say this. So so I was like, all right, go ahead, do your thing, right? And so he's there sitting with a nice little mug, and he is pouring out of his flask. He's like, "Oh, way to be discreet," says Charles. He was like, "Well, at least I'm not pulling out of this one." He pulls out the bottle that's inside.
Yeah, like a big old 8th bottle or something, and he's like, "Okay."
I was like, "Oh Lord Jesus!" So he could not go to sleep all last night. Right? He's been thinking about this whole issue, about making him more of a likable person.
Yeah.
Right. And so he's thinking, apparently he started Googling, which was not a good idea for him. And obviously thinking is also not a good idea, because he decides that he is going to bring a kid. He thought about Make-A-Wish, but no one wanted to be a play-by-play. I'm like, sweet.
There was no kid that wanted to wish to be a play-by-play guy. That was the funniest part of that.
In minor league baseball. Right. So I was like, yeah, obviously, nobody wants to do that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? No, nobody wants to do that. So he calls the hospital.
Yeah.
And gets a kid who's a cancer survivor. and somehow convinces his parents to, against the advice of the doctors, who were, by the way, apparently were not happy.
No, he's like, this kid, because I think Charles asked him, what's he got? And he's like, I don't know, but those doctors did not want him to leave the hospital.
Yeah. And so he tells Charles, he goes, I want nothing to do with this, at all. He goes, good, because I need you downstairs with all of the equipment and all that. We're not going to have any room. So what I need you to do is I need you to go down there in the concourse and start taking pictures and videos of, people, how they feel and how they like this and all this other stuff.
Yep.
And so as soon as they showed him, you're like, oh, this is not going to be good.
Right.
At all.
Yeah. He turns around and kind of like jumps like he's spooked or something. He's like, that's a lot of hoses. God. Or tubes or something.
Yeah.
Tubes, a lot of tubes. I said the wrong word.
Right. So he asked the kid, who's your favorite player?
And it's perfect, Brockmire, because I'm sitting here thinking, when he says that, my brain says, well, wouldn't you have asked these questions beforehand and kind of had these answers,
Right.
But that's not Brockmire.
Right. Or just act like he said something, right? I was like, right. Oh, if you guys couldn't hear him, he said Mike Piazza.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So just make it up.
Exactly.
But being that it is Brockmire, right?
Yeah.
You're like, what is he going to do? His face, guys, and I'm not saying this, it's just a way that it was. It's like his face of disgust. It was insane. He's like, trying to give them, the microphone. Then the kids take the microphone and just like starts, breathing very heavily.
And that's all you hear over the speakers out in the stands is the heavy breathing.
And everybody is just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Even the lady, the PR lady, was there just like, what is going on? What did we just get ourselves into, right? So the inning is over. They come right back, and he says, guys, the kid's gone. Right there on the spot, you're like, what the just happened?
Right. Like, no, his parents took him out of here. Like, for just a split second, everybody's like, what happened? He died?
It was like that roller coaster of emotions right there, right?
Absolutely.
And so I was like, oh my God. And then he goes off. I was like, well, he's, like they're the ones that are suffering, like it's to make us feel bad for how they're feeling. And I mean, he is going off. And then Charles books it.
Yep.
I mean, books it
He's
to
like, I got to put into this before he gets
I
worse.
need to protect him against himself.
Yeah.
Because I was like, dude, if he doesn't say something, you do something bad's gonna happen. It's gonna get even worse, which it was. But thankfully, Charles gets there in time and pulls the plug.
Yep.
Right on the microphone.
On the microphone, exactly.
On the microphone. Sorry. Bad taste there. My bad. But he pulls the plug on the microphone, right? And he goes like, "Oh, that was worse than I thought."
Yep.
When he finally finishes it, right? So up to this point, you're like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is he thinking, right?
Well, he's just he wants that job so bad that he's trying to do anything that he thinks will win him the job. The fact that it's a competition now was thrown him for a loop, because he's like, okay, I need to be better than that guy, but he doesn't know how to be better than that guy. And he tries to do things that he doesn't need to do.
The fact that he only got suspended for one game after that fiasco was like wild to me.
Right.
Right. And so they're walking by and they're going to the bar at this point. And he goes, Brockmire's like, just come on, I just first you just got to get all the stuff out of the way. You just got to go straight to the drinking.
Yep.
And so Charles like, all right, fine, let's go inside or whatever. Let's go drinking. And so they go drinking, and he was like, Charles right away was like, I don't like this place.
Right.
Like, I'm not comfortable in this place. I was like, I wasn't even carded in this place, and I'm not even the youngest person.
Right, exactly.
And he was like, look, there's this like kid in juvie. And then Brockmire's like, don't look at it. It was like the third stint in juvie messed him up good. Right. Like, what the hell?
Exactly.
And Brockmire's like trying to talk to him and everything, and Charles stops him and says, dude, I'm your manager, I'm your podcast host, I'm your, like your roommate, your friend, and your best friend, and all that. Like, no, like, and something else. He was like, but I can't be your best friend.
Right.
Like, I can't. Like,
I can't do all these things.
Yeah. You know who you gotta call, and that person is Beck and Morristown.
Right.
Right. And so you're like, yeah, the obvious one that we all are in line with in this whole season is, yeah, Jules.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, you got to call Jules, bro.
Right.
But no.
Mm-mm.
Who does he call, Mr. Donnie Mayer?
Uribe. Man, Uribe.
Mr. Uribe. And Charles right off the bat was like, that's not who I said who you needed to call.
Right. He's like, okay, somebody I can party with, somebody that can get me, somebody that's going to help me. Yeah, this is going to get wilder right now because of that.
Yeah. And so Uribe goes and says, I brought you a gift. He opens this little, little can where you have your mints and everything, right? Opens it up. He was like, oh, what are these? He goes, horse tranquilizers.
He's like, we're taking this thing up a notch.
I was like, Jesus Christ. They're going straight for it.
Yep.
And Brockmire's like, he gives him a hug and kisses him, and then that's where the episode ends.
Yep.
There's so much going on. There were so many emotions going on with this episode.
Right.
It's like all over the place.
Yeah. Well, they're in a whole different place, so they're trying to set the scene there, because the whole first season took place in Morristown, and so now it's like, okay, he's in this new spot. We got to pivot a little bit. We got to have these new characters. And again, I totally cannot remember where this goes from here, to be honest with you. So it's been so long since I've seen it. So I'm not even looking ahead. I'm not even trying to figure it out. I'm just taking it one episode at a time. So,
Same here.
So this week I will end up watching episode 2 before next Sunday. And We're going old school on this. It's like we're watching one episode a week. We're not like binge watching it. I'm not going to go through and watch all of season 2 at one time and then go back through it. I want to take it one episode at a time, as if I have no clue, which kind of I have no clue what the next episode holds.
We're doing it the way this was set up, right? Because this was
exactly.
If you guys didn't know, this was set up. This was released on AMC, and I don't think AMC existed. Does AMC still exist?
Yeah, I think it still does.
Right, but this was AMC. It's like this was where it was for an AMC. Dude, it was some good stuff, right? And it was weekly.
Yeah,
it was episodic. It was weekly. It was not like like we have on Netflix or Prime or any of these streaming services.
Yeah,
like it is literally. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish it's gone back to that.
Right.
To shows being released weekly, which, by the way, Apple does it on their shows.
Yes,
they do a lot of stuff like Ted Lasso, by the way, which came out, which we should eventually also do that.
Yeah,
series.
We might have to circle around to that one because I watched the first episode of the new season.
Oh, don't tell me I haven't watched it yet.
It's good. It's good.
Okay. And so that's what I loved about these shows. Like back, I like it that you called it old school. You make me feel old as well. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that.
We are the old guys,
which is true.
I'm just a lot older than you.
You are older than me, yeah. But it's been a lot of fun watching Brockmire. Just the whole baseball thing. Did I ever wanted to play baseball like in like minor league? Yeah, I did. But I've was always more interested in what the operational side of baseball. That was always my interest.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if you could ever do it over again, what would you do differently? One thing I think I would do differently, and maybe the only thing I would do differently, is I would have gotten into the management of baseball. I've always loved baseball. I played baseball. I wasn't great at it, but I played it through high school. I wasn't going to play in college. And I just never thought about a career in baseball. And I wish back then I had, and maybe gone, even if it didn't go anywhere for a while, or after a while, I wish I would have at least done it. Because there's times now where I wish I could go do it now, but I'm not in a position where I can go do it now.
Same situation with me, dude. Like I wish I could be able to say that I can do it.
Yeah.
Right. That I'm able to just say, hey man, babe, I'm gonna go ahead and go work in minor league baseball or any kind of sport, because those are long hours, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you and me, I know that we're both blessed to have the jobs that we have and the careers that we have. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy. We're very happy that we're able to do this on a Sunday night, 9:00 at night, we're podcasting and live streaming, live on TikTok, live on Facebook and YouTube, right? Thank you for you guys for watching, by the way, for the ones that are watching, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Appreciate that wherever you're watching this. This episode will, come out on a Tuesday after we done with this live stream. But that would have been cool, right? To be on the radio, be the color commentator, or work on the social media, or work on on the communications, social something. I don't know, community engagement for any sports would have been cool for us to do. Can we do it? Absolutely. It's very competitive now, though, man. It is super competitive.
Yeah, there's a lot of these guys that you guys have interviewed. I know Eric and Johnny have interviewed some that are general managers, and they ask them, how long have you been with the team? And some of them are like 20 years. Like, man, if I could have been a GM for a minor league team for 20 years, I would have taken that in a heartbeat.
God,
I just never thought to do it when I was younger. I didn't have the ambition to go into something quote unquote riskier.
The ambition, the foresight,
safer. Yeah. I just didn't see it as a career like I did.
Oh, I'm with you.
And I look back and I'm like, man, I wish I had.
Man, we really fucked this up.
We did. I mean, obviously, somebody. I
could have been somebody, man.
People wouldn't even know who Theo Epstein was. They'd have been like,
who?
Like, what? No, Donnie Wise won the first World Series with this team, and I wouldn't have gone with the Red Sox, but anyway.
I just, to me, watching all of these guys that I've interviewed over the past couple of years doing podcasting, I gotta hand it to them, man. They've stuck with it. A lot of them are stuck with it. Obviously, there's a lot of them also that have not been able to just say, can't do it anymore, right? I got a
Right.
family to think about. I got bills. I got a career. I got them going nowhere. Also, like this, that's the reason probably we also didn't do radio early on, because imagine me going and then I would have to go to like somewhere in the middle of Montana,
Right.
right? Like no one thinks about like you have to move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm in Ohio. At the time where I was thinking about this, is like I got to move somewhere on West Coast, leave my family behind, leave my significant other. I just couldn't do that.
Right. Or they've got to just drag around with you and
I'll
change
pack up the
every
stuff
time.
with me and be like, "Hey, babe, we're going across country."
Yeah.
Which, again, looking back, you're like, I wish I would have done that.
Right. Exactly.
Oh God, because sports radio. That was like also like when I was in my late 20s and 30s. I was like, man, I should go back to school and do broadcasting. Go to broadcasting school because it's still an opportunity. I can still do it.
Right. Sure.
But that would, oh God, that would be so cool to do.
Yep.
There's so many schools that you can take it now. Like Full Sail does that with like Dan Patrick. I know you've
Oh
talked,
yeah. Yeah.
you've heard that one,
Absolutely.
right? But that would be something cool. I think that's like my dream.
Yep.
So
There's Lynn. Lynn lived and worked in Montana. Lynn's always got.
Lynn got stories. I
She's
can't
got
wait to
stories.
see her again in Iowa.
Again, I know we said this before. Lynn needs to write a book because she's got some great stories.
100%, Lynn. You need to write a book because, like, when I remember when I interviewed her, we could have gone for hours.
Yeah,
talking all the stories. That's the places she's been. Oh my God.
Yeah, the places she's lived and worked, and games that she's been to, and things that she's seen and traveled, and yeah, I mean, she's a world traveler as well.
Yeah, so absolutely. Yeah, but that's Brockmire, like, that's like that whole like tying this back up, right? Like, he's finally able to live the dream that he's wanted again. He's got the second opportunity to, to do what he would love. And listen, if you would have to tell me, hey man, the highest you're gonna go on your second chance is AAA baseball, I'm like sold.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And something that we didn't talk about on the episode was that Charles was trying to convince Brockmire to say, hey man, dude, no offense, I know you want to do this whole like play-by-play and make it to the majors, but podcasting is where it's at. Like, you're gonna be making some money there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, because he was talking about, you could take just like that stage show he was doing. You could sell out some theaters and make some money and just be basically like in essence like a stand-up comic to some extent, but not comedian. You're telling these wild stories. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where Charles is looking at how they can monetize what he is popular with, and Brockmire's like, yeah, that's cool and everything, but I want that to help me get back to what I want to do.
It's something that the PR person said. He was like, the people that follow you for the podcast don't like baseball, and the people that follow you because of baseball don't like your podcast. Which, first of all, podcasting is this great medium. I love podcasting. Okay,
Exactly.
And it was interesting because I think I'm with Charles on this one.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously they had this whole show had like, foresight to say this could be something, because I follow a couple of people on social media and listen to their podcast or watch them on YouTube, and they're like, hey man, we're taking our podcast on the road. We're going to this country. We're going to go to this city, and that's something that eventually I would love to do. Right, taking our studio, taking our set, and go to different parts of wherever and do live shows from there.
Because that's one of the things that Smartless did early on. Those guys, they after the first year or so, they really got a huge following. I mean, they're three super well known actors, so of course they're going to get.
And they started during COVID.
Yeah, and they started during COVID, and they're going to get the premium guests because of who they are. But then they're like, hey, we're going to go out and do some live shows and just sit on stage in a like a auditorium, and and kind of do the show and then interact with the people there as well, rather than just the three of us knuckleheads sitting around with a guest. We'll have a guest, but we'll
Mhm.
have interaction with the fans as well live. And I thought they were going to do that like one time for, a few cities, but it seems like they're doing that pretty regularly around their schedules of the other acting stuff that they do now.
100%.
Because they probably are the same way. It's like, shit, we can make some serious money doing this.
Dude, we can make some serious buku money.
That's right.
Imagine how cool that would be, right?
Yeah. I mean, just
So-
that we could travel around to minor league cities and like work with the local minor league team to
Oh my God.
to like have because they have events at ballpark. What if we went to minor league ballpark and said, on this day from 4 to 6 or whatever, we're gonna sit here and people can come and get tickets and get in early to the game by attending our live podcast.
Dude,
How cool would that be?
now we're talking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right
We're
now.
promoting the team. We're talking about the team. We can have guests from the team, possibly a player, possibly a management person or both. And
then we give them homework and be like, all right, you're
Yeah.
here on the podcast. We're going to talk about this movie. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about this episode. We're going to do
and we're
this.
going to bring them into other stuff than just talking about them and the team, but have them from the team. We talk about the team, but then we want your opinion on some of these other things as well. That because we go
you're
around
onto
a bunch of different
something.
things. Yeah,
We could start in collegiate wood bat.
absolutely.
Their Northwoods, the CPL.
Yeah,
Donnie, you're onto something, my friend. We're onto something here.
yeah.
Guys, let's make this happen. Let's make this podcast one of the most popular podcasts so we can able to go ahead and do this. I think this is a great idea.
Yep.
Donnie, we're gonna manifest this, you and me. Let's
All right.
manifest this.
We'll
Okay.
make it happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's not gonna. What if? No, it's gonna happen.
There you go.
Okay. And then we will stick to minor league ballparks.
Yep.
And then eventually we'll go to Major League too. But don't worry about that. We'll start with collegiate wood bat first.
Absolutely.
See how that works. Oh my God, that's exciting.
Yeah, we both have some connections with collegiate wood bat people, so
We do. Yeah.
we could we really
could
could
eventually make this happen.
Yeah. Even if it was just once a week, we just have to figure out how to get
Because you're in South Carolina, I'm in North Carolina.
right. And the Carolinas is full of teams. So
Nuh-uh.
we could just kind of start there. It'd take us a while if we just did one a week.
Right.
And worked our way out from there. That'd be great.
Dude, you know how many teams are like down and just in North Carolina alone or South Carolina alone? There's so many.
Yeah.
And Andy Ball on top of that too. Man, that'd be cool.
Absolutely.
Let us know, guys. You would eventually like to see that because I know I would. That would be kind of cool to see, right? Take this on the road, podcasting on the road. That'll be cool. Work with the teams and everything, and then obviously highlight the teams because that's super important as well for us to do. Is like highlight those specific teams that we're going to be visiting because that'll be cool as hell.
Yep. It definitely would be because that would be their buy-in. Is like we're going to talk about your team. We're going to promote you. But we also want you to come in and talk with us about other things that we just randomly want to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. Donnie, you're onto something. You're onto something, my friend.
I come up with good ideas. I just don't follow through with the participation and the
Hello from Scotland.
Oh, Scotland.
Nice.
Okay.
We're
Kind of
international, Donnie.
up in Mark's area. Well, Mark, our buddy Mark, he's up in that area too. So
Yeah, man. That's amazing.
yeah. Welcome.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
We got Mark. I think Mark probably
Now we
went
got
to
Frank.
bed.
Yeah.
Now, Frank, thank you for joining us.
Yep.
Mark probably went to bed already. I think
He said he was only going to be on for a little bit, and then,
Yeah, and then he
about
said
a
'cause
half
he had to-
hour, and then he was going to go to sleep. So
Hey, listen, I get it, brother, because it's pretty late over there where he's at.
yeah, that's like what 10? Yeah, it's like 4 a.m.
Oh,
No.
hell to the no.
Yeah, it's got to be 3 or 4 a.m. over there
Oh,
now.
my God. What time is it in Scotland, Frank? Let us know.
Yeah,
All right. So that's episode 1 of season 2, which was like we said, and I'm in Glasgow, boys.
Glasgow. Okay,
I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Okay. I like that a lot. That's amazing. So again, we watch episode 1 of season 2 of Brockmire. If you haven't watched Brockmire, I would highly suggest you watch the first season, and then catch up. Next week, we're going to be talking about same time. All right, Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be doing next week season 2, episode 2.
Yep.
Okay, we're not going to get ahead.
Wow, thanks for joining. 3 a.m. He just finished a job. Okay.
I appreciate you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks.
That's awesome. We're gonna go ahead and leave it here, guys. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you follow Donnie. Make sure you follow myself. We're on social media. We're on all of the socials. Hit the subscribe button on whether or not if you're on TikTok, on YouTube, or Facebook. Hit the subscribe button. We'd love to. Our goal is to get to 1,000 followers on each of the platforms that we're are doing the streaming. So help us get there. Spread the word. I think the theme of the night for us is like we finally got to this. Like, hey, I think we're going to take a piece of that Brockmire story, episode, and take our show on the road. And I think that will be awesome. Len, have a good night. We will see you in Iowa. Don't forget, guys, for those of you that are still coming, we will see you guys in Iowa August 28th. The weekend of the August 28th, we're going to go to Cedar Rapids Colonels, the Quad City River Bandits, and we're also going to be going to the Field of Dreams movie site and then hang out there. So we're going to be playing catch. We're going to get to do the museum, and then also we're going to get to watch some baseball, hang out with good friends, and you know what? Hit a couple of breweries while we're at it.
Absolutely. Yep.
So there you go, guys. Thank you for joining us. We will see you guys on the next one. Episode 2, Season 2.
Y aunque el mundo no nos vio, mi alma sí se partió, pero nadie supo, nadie vio. Fue un secreto entre los dos.
This podcast is part of the Curved Brim Media Network. Here are some of the other members of Curved Brim Media.
Hi, this is Kelly Robinson, the Minor League Nerd. My YouTube channel explores the history of minor league baseball teams. More than just stats, we delve into team lineage, sharing stories from current franchises to obscure one-year wonders.
I'm Paul Caputo, and on the Baseball by Design podcast, I talk to minor league baseball teams, designers, and other super interesting people about what these minor league baseball logos mean, and I talk a little bit about ice cream helmets.
What's up, Bucketheads? I'm Anna DiTomaso, and each week on the Baseball Bucket List podcast, I speak with a different fan about their favorite baseball memories, what the game means to them, and what's left to check off on their baseball bucket list.
Hey everyone, it's Eric from the great state of Kansas.
This is Johnny from the New Orleans Baby Cakes Memorial Museum.
And we are the Earn Fun Average podcast,
where we talk to a variety of guests about their love of baseball and have fun doing it.
America, lower your standards.
Average is what we do best.
This is Patrick and Corey of BaseballMapper.com, and we have made an interactive map to help highlight all baseball teams from the majors down to collegiate summer leagues.
We want to bring you closer to baseball, so get on the site and find a team near you today.
Hey guys, this is Patrick Larson from the Minor League Baseball Hat History Series, and in every episode I go through the history of minor league teams through my personal collection of hats. You can find me on Twitter at PatLarson1. I hope you guys enjoy.
Learn more about Curved Brim Media at curvedbrimmedia.com.